Hello and welcome to Irrelevant Instrument Reviews. We come to you not very live from St. Mary's the Virgin in Fordwich, land of acoustics which we definitely do not deserve. So as brass vintage historians and collectors, we generally search for instruments that are historic, rare, beautiful, or just odd, let's be honest. So when we were visiting Portobello Road in London, the Portobello Road Market, we were searching for instruments like this. So a couple of the instruments we came upon while we were there were a set of 3 Anborg instruments, which are Italian ones, imported from Italy in roughly the 50s by the looks of it. And so it was a euphonium and 2 compensating double horns. There is also a Besson 3-valve compensating tuba. I'm guessing it was B flat or C. It looked too large to be an E flat. So those were some interesting instruments, but not the ones we came away with. We, of course, went for something
that is definitely not fulfilling any of the requirements of what we collect. We instead got the Boosey & Co. military bugle, as popularized or made infamous by Trent Hamilton's review of it. So yeah, it's a bugle.
And most likely pitched in G? We don't know. We'll find out.
And it looks like it's been restored fairly recently. I don't know what crazy person restored it, because it probably doesn't deserve it. But
it's aesthetically in quite good condition. It's, actually polished, because it's a wall hanger probably.
It's a bit dented up. We're not sure if this is a patch or not. And one of the bits of tubing here is out of round.
I actually believe that's out of round because it's just terribly manufactured. This looks like stretching from the process of trying to create this curve. That's usually what happens. It has a small dent in the bell and a few little dents in the lead pipe. Generally looks like about how it probably came from the factory.
And so it has a mouthpiece on a chain, so it can whack into the instrument with plenty of force and dent it up, which it may have done a bit.
Really fine.
And so, yeah, the mouthpiece doesn't work very well. It kind of just wobbles around everywhere, and it'll probably air leak a ton.
Let it be free.
Yes. So this is a lot like Trent Hamilton's. It also had issues with this, so
in fact, we're not entirely sure if maybe he just sold his and somehow it ended up in London and we bought it.
So, yeah, we have not played this yet. We'll find out.
How well it plays. It's probably going to be terrible.
Yes.
We also have our 1921 Jado York & Sons Coronet, which we've pitched in A at the moment, and we'll just use the first valve, and that should put it in G. To show you what this should sound like for comparison purposes.
Also, before we play this, Trent Hamilton's major discovery was that this thing's partials are absolutely awful and will probably be about maybe even a note sharp at the octave. So basically we're wondering if this is going to end up being have the same issues. We'll find out.
The other issues that were major were basically, as we mentioned before, large air leaks around the mouthpiece, and also the different mouthpieces could change its intonation and tuning considerably. So we have a couple of mouthpieces that we can test that out on. So,
alright. So, this is the first time we've played this.
Shut that in all the way so it doesn't suck too much.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's
feel it like, let me bend things slightly.
Don't worry about it.
Alright.
Alright, so that is not in G as I theorized. Let's figure out what key that is in. Right, so, play your C.
It's in D.
Might be in D.
We can't really manage that.
Okay, so that's... Alright, so if it's in D, we should use the rotary trumpet, I guess, right? No, it's partials are bad. That shit is bad. We don't need that. Mouthpieces are for weaklings. Alright, so F goes to B, 2 and 3. Should be 2 whole steps down. Or does it need to be? Just... Right, okay. I have to figure this out.
What note was it playing?
So, okay, player C. I need an ascending valve. Let's be honest. Oh, it might be in C.
Oh.
Joys of multi-key instruments.
Oh, take that mouthpiece out.
I know that. Consumable is for weaklings.
So mouthpieces are for weaklings and mouthpiece removal is for weaklings.
Yeah.
How does this work?
Just accept it. Don't question it.
Alright.
Okay. So it's in C. That is very interesting. Alright, so this should have pretty decent intonation. Clearly the octave, the fundamental is not ideal, so we won't use that as reference. It's in high pitch C. Because I'm in high pitch on this. So, alright. I can't do that. Can you?
This mouthpiece is absolute trash.
Which
I
is
think
exactly what Trent Hamilton said about that one. You play. You trash. So light. Alright, I'm just gonna fix that.
What?
I think it sounds actually pretty well intonated. And pretty well tuned. But
Play that E flat. Or E. No, that's
so
flat.
that is very flat. Correct.
Yes.
Yes. Alright. I don't really think we can do much more in terms of range because we're terrible. So let's just leave it at that for comparisons. Alright. I'm terrible at Bugle. I'm just gonna put that out there before I do any of this. So I'm gonna see if I can play, what is it even? The one sad song routine. That's what we're gonna call this.
Alright, so in conclusion, I'd say this, I don't know if I'd say it's better than Trent Hamilton's. It has different issues, so I think it's been disproven it's the same instrument he owned. But it still has issues in higher partials, with them being like the E flat sounded really flat. You notice I call it a flat when it should be just an E. So yeah, it's totally worth the £9 that it cost.
So, to anyone who happens upon a Boosey & Co. Bugle in their random adventures, I would say, if it's £9, buy it. If you want an actual instrument, please don't. Please don't. It is terrible. So, thanks for watching, and don't make any mistakes by buying one thinking it's gonna be good.